It's all new to me. Oh, I like it. Hey, 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 hey. Can y'all hear me? I'm doing it with my Mac AirPod Max is on. Hey T Didi, how you doing? What up, Jay? How everybody doing? Today's Saturday. Off day for most people. How everybody doing today? I know I'm doing good. Everybody not gonna lie, Doc. Oh, Doc is doing the game, and T Mona is. I did see that. I understand. It's just real unfortunate. All of us have great things we like to do and talk about. And hey, we all decided to go live one night. What Doc does is he does the game all the time, though. So T Mona, yeah. Hey, Okoye, how you doing, T Okoye? But yeah, I understand, man. I'll be exhausted too, trying to watch everybody. But nah, this is good, man. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot, actually. A lot of things left unsaid on the last live. And then today was the Lazy Bowl. I'm doing good, T. How you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you, T. D. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I know you're doing good. But yeah, I'm doing good. I appreciate it. Kinda what's up? I know I seen that. I seen that actually. Listen, when I was tweeting earlier, I was like, dang. Like I said, Doc go live with the game all the time. He showed that, that's his thing. And T. Mona, I guess it's been a good week. Today was the Legacy Bowl. First of all, let's give a shout out to the Boom. Um, man, in 3 weeks, or like the past month, we was with Drake, Usher. What was the other thing? The Lady in Jackson. Oh, I can't believe I forgot already. The Lady in Jackson. Oh, what was it? Oh, I'm so mad. The Lady in Jackson, and then we had Legacy Bowl. When the school down 55, that's a 45-minute drive for them. 30 if you get there early. But they call little old Sonny Boom of the South 2.5, 3 hours away to come perform. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. Star with a T. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't go to the game. I was supposed to go, but I ended up not going. So shout out to the Boom. Like I said, the past month they've been on fire. The past month they've been balling. So shout out to them. And shout out to our Tigers. DJ, Pep, John Huggins, Jaheim, and Deontay. Tabitha Brown. That's who it was. Tabitha Brown. I knew it was. Shout out Ronaldo. I appreciate you. Shout out Ronaldo for saying Tabitha. But yeah, what's up, boss man Antonio? How you doing, big bro? How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. But yeah, shout out to the Boom. Tabitha Brown. So it was Drake. So it's Drake, Usher, Tabitha Brown, and the Lazy Bowl. Come on. Like I said, that school down 55, 45, 30-minute drive for them. But you call the Boom, who, like I said, 2 out, 2.5, 3 hours away. That says a lot, man. Best band in the land, best boom. I mean, best boom in the land, obviously, but the best band in the land. But yeah, let's talk about the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Great game. Um, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I can't be in your live on Tuesdays. You be coming on too late. 7:30. See, at first I was at 8:45. Then I went from 8:45 to 8 o'clock. So what you want to do? Go from 8 o'clock to 7? I be wanting to make sure everybody off work. I know Monday is a work day and Tuesday is a work day. You know the work week. So I be trying to accommodate because I knew at first, 8:45 was a little late. Got to get up at 3 in the gym. What you doing in the gym? You must be trying to get. It is going to be summer spring break coming up. I see what you trying to do, Ghana. I see what you trying to do, Ghana. I like it. I wasn't too familiar with the game. Summertime coming up, spring break coming up. Gotta get good for the girls and then for the. I see what you do. How the spring semester going? Spring semester going good. All my classes and stuff going good. I'm doing good. We have football, workouts, and everything. So yeah, so far so good. I mean, I'm saying so far so good. I mean, we are in the later part of the semester, I guess, with spring break. After spring break, you have like what, January, March, April. You have one more month after that. So yeah, spring semester going good. In other words, but like I said, I know everybody's on live, so I'm not gonna sit here and wait. I usually wait for people to get in, but I know we have the whole JSU community going live right now. So I'm gonna just start. I see this nice artwork. I wish I could get over there, but there was no seats over there. I like that art paint over there. It's really nice. But let's get started, man. Legacy ball today. Team Gather defeats 10 Robinson 10-6 to capture the Legacy Bowl. Man, good game, exciting. Great defense, 10-6. I mean, what? There was one touchdown scored the whole day. And shout out to Davis Richards. I hope prayers for Davis Richards, man. He was balling. He was playing real good on that first drive. Man, he was throwing the rock. He was slinging that rock. And then for him to go on the goal line, had an unfortunate injury, man. It's sad. We hate to see it. We really hate to see it. I hate to see it. But shout out to him, though. He was balling before that. Hope everything is well. Hope it's nothing serious. Hope nothing's broken, fractured, or nothing else. Hopefully it's just a bruise. Something he could be ready with pro days. I'm not sure when they have their pro day, but hopefully he's good and ready for pro day and everything. So yeah, shout out to him. But man, that was a good game, man. He was balling. Yes, prayers for Davis. Yes, prayers for him because he was balling. No other words can describe what he was doing. He was slinging the rock. And shout out to Dr. Doom. He was there, ripping D I love, Coach TC, and everybody else. Do you think they utilized the QB too much? What you mean, T? Talking about in the game, the Legacy Ball game? Did you meet the new OC? I told y'all the new OC been on campus since January. But there's neither here nor there. What you mean, like in the Legacy Bowl? T? I mean, I here's my take on it. Davis is a great quarterback. He's a great player, but what kind of separates him from other quarterbacks is his legs. So, although we know, and I'm pretty sure NFL teams know, and scouts know, look, he's a great quarterback, but his legs gives him that extra advantage. So I feel like you kind of want to showcase that a little bit more. Me personally, if I was an OC or a head coach during one of those games and I had a quarterback who was an exceptional runner, I wouldn't run the ball with him as much. And I mean, granted, if I'm not mistaken, that was his first quarterback design run, and that just happened. That's just a freak accident. But I wouldn't, because if he's an exceptional runner, we know this. NFL know this. So let's just showcase him passing the ball. Maybe like some rollout passes. But as far as him running, making somebody miss, I would probably under 3-4 times. And like I said, they just seem If I'm not mistaken, that was his only in his first quarterback design run. And that just happened. But nah, I do feel like they do. I feel like, well, I mean, you can't really say that. I just feel like me personally, if I was an OC head coach during a bowl game like this, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Like I said, maybe less than 3 times, just so we can showcase that. Look, he's a great runner. We know that, but let's show he can also, sit back there, make tough throws, read, and like I said, probably like some sprint out, roll out passes to where he's still using his legs, but he's not um, putting himself in danger. You know. So that's how I feel about that, man. I hated to have him because he was balling. I would have loved to see that whole game, see that game when if he had finished it. Also, shout out to Tiger Talk, my guy Ken Clark, Zoe. Um, Shout out to them for covering and giving us the inside scoop. Shout out to Gerald Huggins. He was there pretty much the whole week, giving us an update on who did what, and that was wow, great. But to piggyback off your question, T, this is what I seen. I seen a tweet that said, "This is why top prospects don't play in bowl games." Shout out to off script. That was his tweet. But although that is a very true statement, that look, top prospects shouldn't play, but we have to look at who we are and where we are in this as HBCU players, HBCU athletes. We're already behind the gun. So the absolute best HBCU player still has a chance of not getting a fair shot drafted and all these other things. So I feel as if our top guys should play because we are already behind the 8 ball. And if you don't play and you don't participate in certain activities, you're only selling yourself short. You know, and like I said, this is a with Dave Jutcher, it was just a freak accident, man. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, that was his first quarterback design run, and he just got tackled, and that's you can't really you can't really gauge that, because it was an accident. I mean, it's kind of similar to the Pro Bowl in the sense to where you want these guys to compete and give it their all. But when you go to the Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl NFL, those guys think about money, dollars, careers. You can't tell me if Lamar Jackson performed in the Pro Bowl and he had a quarterback design run and he gets tackled and let's just say, God forbid, that it was a break or a fracture or a tear. That changes his whole career. That changes his whole trajectory of his career. That's the difference between him making $50 million a year compared to none, from the NFL or like $10 million a year. Like that's just where we at with it, and it sucks. So when you bring it back to the bowl game, the Legacy Bowl, we are already behind us being HBCU athletes. You have the Power Five, you have Group of Five, then you have Power Five, Group of Five, then you have FCS. Well, you have like FCS, what I'm trying to say, Southland, all that, and then it's a SWAC. So you have Power Five, Group of Five, and all the FCS schools, and then the SWAC. We are already behind, and we just we have to make the best of what we got, what we have. And like I said, that's just unfortunate because we are already behind. There's only so much we can do. Like I said, the absolute best HBCU prospect would have to participate just to get this point. Granted, we have exceptions. Isaiah Bolden, which he also tweeted last year, they didn't let me participate in the HBCU combine if I didn't play in the game. Isaiah Bolden, he obviously didn't participate in the combine and the bowl game, but he was drafted. That kind of had effect to Coach Prime and things like that. But at the end of the day, we are behind. And it's not our fault. It's just that's just how things politics. So you not participating in the combine or a bowl game, it doesn't help. If anything, it hurts your chances because, like I said, at this point, we have to do whatever we possibly can to get to the next level. Like you have to have a great career or seasons, and then you have to test well. 40s and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, we're so far behind, um, and that's just it. Like there's not much we can do. Yes, he did play another game, but his tweet, this is what it said. He can participate in the combine. Wait, they didn't let me participate in the combine. He didn't participate in the bowl game. Wait, hold on. Let me get this right. He didn't want to participate in the HBCU Legacy Bowl game, so they say he couldn't participate in the combine. Which, like I said, it's just a toss up, man. It's not fair, and as that's not a good look for the bowl game because Isaiah Bowden was one of the best players that year and he couldn't play. And it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a slippery slope. It's a lot of things you have to gauge and judge. Being a prospect or an agent or a manager, you have to play both sides with it. Hey T Bunny, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, so that was just me replying to the statement that top prospects don't play in bowl games because if you look at it, Michael Penix, he played in the Reese's Senior Bowl. He had a lot of receivers. Malachi Corney, if that's his last name, from Western Kentucky. He's one of the top receivers in the draft from Western Kentucky, Group of 5. He participated in the Reese's Senior Bowl. Joe Milton participated in the Senior Bowl. Bo Nix participated in the Senior Bowl. So you have guys who participate. It's just Davis just was one of those who had that unforeseen circumstance and incident. Because then that goes back to, like I said one more time, when she asked about the quarterbacks, we all knew Davis was a great rushing quarterback. So me personally, I feel like he shouldn't his running skills doesn't have to be shown off because he's a great rusher. So let's just focus on that. But like I said, that was his first quarterback design run, and it just happened. There's nothing to it. But like I said, just pray for him. Prayers up. Hopefully all is well. If he ever comes across this, prayers up to you, my guy. You balled out. You played a great ball game in the one drive you played in. Like that was great. You showed a lot of things. So yeah, that's it. And going back to Coach Huggins, Gerald Huggins, he tweeted, Joe Milton or Davius Richard, who's the better quarterback? Take the helmet away. Who's the better quarterback? That's a good question. I mean, if I'm not, Joe Milton is a bigger quarterback, but you look at numbers, tape. What are you really getting? What's the biggest difference? I don't see too much of a difference. The only difference would be, I believe, Joe Milton is bigger. I think he's like 6'5", 4. He's a big guy. But outside of that, there's not a big difference. You just put skill. You gave me this guy's stats and that guy's stats. Who we right? See, that's a good question there. But Richard with or without the helmet. And that's a great. I agree, but let's just say to the NFL, to the 32 teams in the NFL, that helmet does matter. And that's just the way it is. And that's why I say it's just not fair because I brought up the other day, you have Kyle Duggar from Lenore Ryan, which is a Division II school, which, like I said, I love to all sports and no matter the division, but he was a second-round draft pick like a couple years ago. We had James Houston, 2021, where he was a 6th-round draft pick, and James Houston ended up getting the start later that season with the Lions, and he had better stats than the number 1 overall pick, which was Aiden Hutchinson. he had a better PFF grade than the number one overall pick, which was Aiden Hutchinson. And then we have Isaiah Bolden last year. I mean, like I said, no disrespect to Kyle Duggar, but you can't tell me that Kyle Duggar was a better prospect. And he's balling out, but he was a better prospect than those two. You can't. And that's just the things that we go through being HBCU athletes. And that's just the biggest discrimination. But now this is a great point for Richard with or without. And that's a great point. We just too bad we're not the ones in those meet rooms, boardrooms when it comes time on draft day. It just sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. But also, in today, Bama State. Bama State showed up to FAMU with practice shirts. I don't know. The equipment manager or whomever is in charge. They might be what you mean you didn't see? Let me see. Let me pull up the picture. This is the picture that I see. I don't know if this is granted this could have been on purpose. This Alabama State. This could have been on purpose. This could have been, we could be looking at it wrong. Maybe they bad week at practice, all they lost the game last week. Coach was like, what Coach Hugh did for Grambling, took the G off the helmet because they didn't deserve it. So we're gonna say that. But this is what Alabama State players showed up with. It's my brightness. Let's see, turn the brightness down. Now, I'm not a genius, but those are most different practice uniforms. It don't take a rocket scientist to tell you that these are not the uniforms that they normally play in, home or away. So yeah, I don't know, Alabama State. That ain't real swag of you. But nah, that's just one of those moments, man. Like I said, maybe we are all taking this wrong, and we are looking at it wrong. Maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to speak too much on that. I don't want to be wrong on those guys. But like I said, Coach Hugh Jackson, he did the same thing. And breaking news today, man, you are in the library. Am I in the library? I'm not at the Jackson State Library. I am not at the Jackson State Library. Do I hear the music in the background? Is it loud? Is it loud? But like I said, back to this breaking news. Jackson State. Oh, you hear the music? Oh man. Next, I really came here. I came to this spot because I heard about the artwork, and I wanted the artwork in the background to showcase it. But I couldn't really. I couldn't get to that side. It wasn't available, so it kind of threw me off. It had the room, but I couldn't get in there. So I was like, well, you got to kick it where we kick it with. Thank you, as long as I can still hear me. Blues, yes, it is. It's actually kind of good. I can hear it a little bit. I got these. I can't really hear too much. It's actually kind of good. I can get jiggy with this, but nah. Good, I can hear me. But before we go to this, what I was going to say. Last live, we were at 770. Now we at 780. 780 subscribers, we're over to 1K. and the watch hours went from 2,100 to 26, and we need 3,000. So, like I said, we're there, and I appreciate y'all. We as in me and y'all, because this is all us. We are one thing. So we appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yes, but like I said, Jackson State is expected to hire Florida graduate assistant Kylie Kelly James to be the Tigers' defensive line coach. Let's read more about Coach. Let's get to it. Before aligning with Florida, James spent the 2020 and 2021 season as a defensive line coach for Land Christian Academy and a 2019 campaign as a defensive line coach intern at South Carolina. A class of 2019 graduate from Tuskegee, shout out to him. James was a 4-year starter at defensive tackle for the Golden Tigers. He compiled 62 tackles for 19, including 19 for loss, 7.5 sacks, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown over 43 career appearances. As for the future of Florida's defensive line room, Napier, we don't really care about that. Shout out to Coach, let's say Cali, what we think? I'm going to say Cali. Shout out to Coach, though. I mean, let's go. We lost Coach Bradley, who was the defensive coordinator slash defensive line coach. So now we have Coach James coming in. I expect him to do good, man. He's a good player, great player from what you read. He has a couple of stops, South Carolina, Land Christian Academy, and coming from UF, University of Florida. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the defensive line. I don't play defensive line, but if he come in to make the squad better, hey, how can I not be entertained, satisfied with it? You know. What about the OC? The OC gonna be announced when the OC want to be announced. I, it's not much I can do for you on that. It's not much I can do for you on that. He was about to be the D-line coach for Florida, but chose JSU, and he's a good recruiter. That's good. You know, the more the merrier. Great coach, great recruiter. I like it. And like I said, with him being a former player, defensive lineman for Tuskegee, and he had a pretty good career. I mean, you read it. He had numbers, good numbers, you know, not just no Rudy Poo numbers. He had great numbers to let the OC know you always open. The OC know I put a letter in his office every morning just so he can know 81 hours. Even when 81 don't look like 81 open, 81 open. If you got 3 people on 81, guess what? 81 open. Matter of fact, they could send all 11 to 81, and guess what? 81 open. That's just that's just me, you know. But I shout out to him. We got everybody going live tonight, so I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. You know, maybe rock out for a good hour, and we'll be back on Tuesday. Um, but last live, I broke the question. I said, who was the greatest HBCU player besides besides? I said you can't say Robinson, Peyton, Smith, Rice, Brazil, Slater. Um, you couldn't say no obvious answers, but that leads me to the question too: Walter Payton or Jerry Rice? Who was the better player, and who would you rather have? Both, two Hall of Famers. I mean, you have the Walter Payton Award, and you have the Jerry Rice Award. Hold on, I can't answer the names Oh, why you can't say those names? Because those are obvious. Those are the obvious choices. Like I said, who's the greatest HBCU player of all time? You're gonna go Walter Payton, Steve McNair, Robert Brazile, Jack Slater. You're gonna just name a lot of people who we already know. So that's why I say let's see who really knows their history. Who really know their history. And let's name some people outside. I bet people don't even know who Basil Shabazz is. You tell me that. Basil Shabazz. Who is that? Y'all don't know about that, but y'all been. They don't even know who that is. Where he went to, what school he went to in this story. So yeah, I know some people. But yeah, Walter Payton and Jerry Rice. I am sorry, Jerry Rice 5 times Super Bowl. We talking about why when they were in college. I don't know. Let's talk about in college. Who was the better college player? Because again, like I said, you have the Walter Payton Award and you have the Jerry Rice Award. Two awards named after two people who happened to play football in swag. Walter Payton played at I Love, the greatest guys HBCU, and Jerry Rice back at this school in the Delta. So who we picking? I know who I'm picking. I like the Jerry Rice 5 time Super Bowl champion, 5 time Super Bowl Pro Bowler. He had what? There's only two people to receive, two people to have. You asked what's the only because it's not fair. Because we know who's going to be said. I know if I say who's the best, somebody's gonna say Walter Payton. You're gonna get Jerry Rice, Steve McNair, Jackie Slater, Brazil. Um, who else? Who else we got? She's talking about you asking the questions about the OC, and that's all. Like I said, I don't. I just know the OC they're talking about, but yeah, that's what she was talking about. Probably Walter because he performed every year, and Jerry was able one or two. That's a good point. It's a great point. Too tall. You're gonna get him. Somebody might say, Michael. I actually forgot Michael Strahan. Jimmy Smith. I forgot about Michael Strahan. Was a Texas Southern. I forgot all about Michael Strahan. Last time I said this, I forgot. But yeah, so we have Walter Payton. Some people say Payton. Some people say White. I know we passed. I know we moved past that, but that's what she was talking about. So let's just. It's all good, man. People have questions. I don't ask too much, but we all know Aeneas Williams from Southern. But we all know some questions. I can't say too much. What's the DB name? And thank you, T. She just don't play. That's it. Ain't nothing against you, Ghana. She just, she just don't play. Hey, how you doing, T? Baleka. We got it. Aeneas Williams, though. That's what you're talking about. But see, that's another one because he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer. I'm gonna have to go Walter Payton because he was a tornado running the ball. On the side note, Walter could play the drums too. Didn't know that. The drums? That's actually cool. So we go Walter Payton over Jerry Rice. Is that the Robert Mathis, Harold Jackson, Deacon Jones? Robert Mathis, Harold Jackson, Deacon Jones. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody we going Jerry Rice. I mean, is it a consistency we're going Walter Payton over Jerry Rice? That's what we're saying. Payton over Rice. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go. I'm Walter Payton. Walter Payton, he was a bad guy, man. He had the Walter Payton workout, which is basically just running a vet, which is crazy. I know who couldn't do that. Harold Jackson should probably be JSU's fifth Hall of Famer. So we have four. We have Walter Payton, Robert Brazile, Jackie Slater. Who's the fourth? Who's the fourth? Since Harold Jackson should be the fifth. Oh, Jimmy Smith is the fourth? Oh, okay. Let's see, Harold Jackson. Would you say Harold Jackson? I say Sylvester Morris. Cool cat. Harold Jackson, college Jackson State, 5. Oh, he was a receiver. 1968 through 1983. Drafted in the 12th round. In 2014, Jackson was hired to serve as head coach at his alma mater, Jackson State. So Harold Jackson was a coach at JSU. That's dope. Lem Barney is our fourth Hall of Famer. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Lynn Barney is the first issue. Hold on now. We got a lot of different answers. Well, we all know the Lynn Barney. Okay, let me Google him. See, y'all, every time I get on here, you learn something new. I learn something new every day. I promise y'all I do. Football and return specialist from 1967 to 1977. 78. So who I just looked up? Lem Barney and Harold Jackson. Did they play together? His relatives on the team now. Ooh, Lem Barney. Who is Lem Barney relative that's on the team right now? Ooh. Richardson, the wide receiver. Is he a hold on now. Is he a receiver that was already here? Like, is he here or is he on the high school coming here? And you say play D lineman. Now we got two different answers. He was a freshman last year. Lem Barney. Braxton Barney? Oh. Braxton Barney is related to Lem. Oh. Lem Barney sings back up on what's going on by Marvin Gaye. So this man is a Hall of Famer, NFL player, and he was a good backup singer. Well, he was. That's talent. That's talent. That's like last time we was talking about how Bill Russell. Bill Russell was a player coach for the Celtics, and it was somebody else. Ugh, I hate I forget. But he was a player coach for the NFL. Well, for an NFL team. That's what's up. I did not know that Braxton Barney was related to Lynn Barney. So who are you talking about? Richardson, the receiver? That's a whole other season. Oh, I said the receiver threw me out. Where's my guy Jay? For my, we had our we had our little trivia questions the other day, and I won. Fritz Pollard. That's who we were talking about. Was a players head coach in the NFL. Richardson, the receiver. What was he? Like I said, is he a high school kid coming in, or is he on the team now? Because we have Cody Powell, Rico Powers, Rico Powers, Fabian. That's Isaiah Spencer, Rich. Okay. He's an incoming receiver. Okay. See, that was the question. I was trying to see. I thought you were saying that he was like here working out, practicing, and doing everything now. I was gonna say, what? Who? But JSU has an incoming receiver that's the grandson. The grandson, that's real close. You have a lot of guys who relate to people, and they have great grandfather, great grandson, which is also cool. But your grandfather, you're the grandson. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. It's pretty close. Oh, and this black, you got black. Marcus Dupree grandson is coming. Marcus Dupree grandson, Jalen Dupree is coming. Now let's figure this out. Jalen Dupree, let me JY. Couldn't find Jalen Dupree. Shout out to the baseball team. 23-1. How do you even score 23 points in the? How do you score 23 points in a baseball game? Our boys beat Mississippi Valley boys. That just made my head hurt. I don't even play baseball. I've never swung a bat, caught a baseball. 23 points. I don't have any rights to the music playing in the background. Not at all. Um, yeah. Thank you. Good catch. Like I said, it's unfortunate because the rooms were over there, and that's what I was planning to. I had called and asked in advance, and they was like, "Yeah, sure." And I got here, and then it was like, "Yeah." And that's why I didn't go live at 8:20. I went live at 8:28, 8:30, because I was like, "Well, I gotta find something else," and I had to do live because it's us. We do this together. So yeah, I appreciate that. Okay, that's how you spell it. It's all right, boss man, Antonio. I understood. I understand the message. JANAONAYLON. Dupree. Oh, and he's the grandson of Marcus Dupree. Marcus Dupree ran a 4.3. He ran a 4.3. A 4.340? You know how fast that is? That don't make no sense. Marcus Dupree has 30 for 30 on him. Yeah, God bless you. God bless you too. I did not know this. That's what's up. You know, that's what's up. It really was. I love this. I love this kind of stuff. I love learning with y'all. Y'all always teach me something new. Okay, Black History Flat. Who was the first black man to play football? I'm gonna give y'all a fact. I know nobody know this. He was the first black man known. The first known black man to play pro football was the first known black man to play pro football was in the NFL. No. Well, nah, nah, it wasn't in the NFL. He was also a movie star as well. He indeed was a movie star. That's crazy that you know that. That's actually insane that you know that. You know he's a movie star. You knew. How do you know that, Mr. Cousin? That's the real question. How do you know that? Um, you had to Google it. What's the answer? The answer is drum roll, please. Well, I'm gonna let Mr. Cousins answer since he know it. Since he know this much, I can't think of his name. I saw him in a couple of movies. You saw him in a couple. See, Mr. Cousins, I gotta watch you. I think you might work for the government or the CIA. Yeah, you work with the CIA or somebody. Because how do you? I don't even want to answer the question no more. Because how do you know this? I'm so confused. How do you know this? Because the answer to this question, he was not. It was not the NFL. Because the NFL, the first black players in the NFL were Fritz Pollard and Bobby Marshall. This one is referring to the NFL. He's just the first black men to play professional football? This is the answer. Charles Follis, Follis. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Cousins, we gotta. I need a. For what league? It was the Ohio. Let me get the actual fact. The Ohio League from 1902 to 1906. So he played 4 years in the Ohio League for the Shelby Blues. Who was the first black quarterback in the NFL? Who was that? First black quarterback in the NFL. In the modern NFL, modern day NFL, he was the first black quarterback to ever play. He only played one season. To be a quarterback and to have this name is actually cool. If I was a quarterback, he played at Grambling behind. How do you know T came on here and she said she ain't playing? T said it's her. The correct answer is Willie Thrower. Ooh, Terry Bradshaw incorrect. Terry Bradshaw is incorrect. The first black quarterback to play in the modern NFL was Willie Thrower. He was cut from his team, the Chicago Bears, after his rookie season. He was the first black quarterback to play in October 1953. That's great. I mean, 1953 with the name Willie Thrower, and he was a quarterback. Played behind Terry Bradshaw. Oh, you saying Mr. Willie played behind Terry Bradshaw? Is that what you saying? I'm so confused. I'm still thinking about I'm thinking about this baseball score, 23-1. You could got some football players, and we could have got more than 1 point, or we could have held them to less than 23 points. Oh, I don't know. That's not. Who has the oldest stadium in the swag? IDK answer. Just curious. Okay. Well, I'm gonna answer this without. I'm gonna answer it, and then I'm gonna give. We're gonna get the answer. Somebody gonna answer it, but I'm gonna answer it before, and I would say the oldest stadium in the swag. Like, okay, the oldest stadium. If I had to guess, it would be Southern. What is it? Mumford? And that's probably wrong. Oldest, let's see. Oldest stadium in the SWAC. Now you know we can't get that answer. For some reason, we can't get that answer on Google. So you have to really do your research. You have to, because it can't be Texas Southern because they play at a soccer field. Oh, I'm gonna change my answer to Grambling. The whole. I'm gonna change my answer to Grambling. I didn't get an answer. Terry Bradshaw wrong, got it, bro. You 20 minutes late. Though this football field, Texas Franklin Field though. Oldest. Let's see. The oldest. Oh, you was laughing at this. Grambling Stadium opened in 1983. Well, I mean, my answer wrong. And I wanted to say the Vet. Dang, I mean, I gotta be wrong. 1983. Yeah, I gotta be wrong. My answer was either Southern or the Vet, but I was like, I know the Vet originally wasn't for Jackson State, so I was like, I didn't want to say that, and then the technicalities going to it, and you say, oh, it was for this school, that school, blah 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 blah. So that's why I didn't say the Vet. The Vet probably would been like my second, third option, but I said Southern. I switched to Grambling. Miss Kelly said Grambling opened up in 1983. I just know. Yeah, I just know somebody. But I just know another stadium opened in 1983. So, okay. When was A.W. Mumford open? A.W. Mumford Stadium opened in 1928. Hold on now. Hold on now, T. Kelly. Miss Kelly. A.W. Mumford opened up in 1928. Yeah, that would. A.W. Mumford is a 28,500 multi-seat purpose stadium, and it opened in 1928. Then Walter played in the bit. Walter did play in the bit. Hold on, God, you might be on to something. When veterans wait, Jency, Mr. Ford is on. She loves Eli. Tell him to come here. I can't do that, man. I wish, but like I said, we all just had to go live. Me, T. Tamona, and Doc. So yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna end it a little early. The vet opened in 1950. My bad, T. Kelly. I'm rocking with you now. If Southern website say 1938, 1938 correct. You can't trust. Like that's my fault. I owe you 5 push-ups. But nah, I can't. Mr. Ford got to tap in. Me and him got some questions we could talk about. We could rap about. But nah, that's what I said. I'm not gonna be here too much longer, man. I appreciate it. I know some people will go back and watch the live stream. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have to catch him on another day. But yeah, I'm gonna end it. Not right now. But just so you know, I know everybody's on live and everybody gotta eat. Walter J. Rice, everybody played at the vet at some point. It's like the cathedral of HBCU football. Amen. That's why I say, God's HBCU and the emphasis on God's. If he would have attended a college, it would have been Texas State. And there wouldn't have been no second because he would have been determined to make his first option come true. Ain't nothing like the vet. And I agree. Even there's nothing like the vet. I love the vet. I've been to a lot of different stadiums. Nothing like the vet. And I'm talking about you go Power 5 included, nothing like the vet. The pack a sold out vet is equivalent to, I guess, when did JSU start playing there? Many years. JSU was not open to blacks for a while, right? Pardon? Pardon me? JSU started playing in the vet in 1968 or 1969, I think. It was against Grambling and we won. Ole Miss Mississippi State was only playing there. That's what I thought. I knew. Well, the stadium was built in 1950, over 1950. The Philadelphia Eagles played in Jackson, Mississippi, in the vet, and they beat the Cowboys. Oh no, the Eagles lost. When I tell you, you learn something new every day. I mean, you learn something every day. Y'all have played on the historic. I see. Trust, I see. We go back to we play after Ole Miss Mississippi State. For real? So talking about Ole Miss will play at 12 o'clock. JSU will play at let's just say 6, 7, 5. The first game at the vet was October 1967 against Grambling. Let them know the locker room before I like it. That's crazy. So you have 2 football games a day at one stadium. I did not know that. I knew Mississippi State and Ole Miss played at the vet, and that was their stadium at one point. But I didn't know that there would be 2 games on one day, potentially. Bye weeks. Somebody probably was off. That's what I'm thinking about. You probably had all the people there, and they left their trash, and then we came, and not to say that we just the cleanest people, but we left some trash, and then the field. The field was probably all tore down because it's natural grass. It's not like it was turf, so it's natural grass. Don't let it be a rainy day, and you have a rainy, muddy game with Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and then because grass needs time to soil it. I mean, it needs sand and soil and water. You need time to just get back right. That's crazy. It was on the campus stadium. I'm going to miss the bet. If we get on campus, I'm going to miss the bet. We've trying to get a stadium for years. But the holdup has always been there. And where to put it. And you got to think about in the third day. It's a good fact. It is a fact. But where we put it, this is what I say. We average what? 40,000, right? Don't we average 40,000 now, right? If I'm not mistaken, somewhere right around that sweet spot. I say you put the stadium. Okay, you gotta hear me out now. This is the plan. You have to. Because when you create a stadium, you have to make the exception for parking. We oh my god, you have to worry about parking. I don't know when you park. Yeah, I don't know where you put the stadium. That's a great question. You have to tear something. You have to tear something down to build something up. You have to tear something down to then build the stadium. I was gonna say about a locker room, but on a Saturday, where would you park? You have to park in the parking lot, the Walter Payton parking lot, the TV Ellis parking lot, the buildings, the baseball field. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, we will be back Tuesday, and we will obviously have some more topics to talk about. I appreciate it. Road to 1K. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. I will be back. Build a garage for parking, but where would the stadium? Exactly. Where would it go? That's just the crazy part. Where would it go? Well, we're going to get back to that, and I'll be back. Leave a question. Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Leave a question. Leave something I want to talk about on Tuesday, whatever it may be. No OC questions. But nah, be safe, everyone. Have fun. And let's go support Doc Holliday and T. Simona.